Hello, and how's everyone doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing good and everyone's doing fine. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Actually, I haven't recorded in a little while, to be honest. You guys wouldn't have noticed it, because I've been uploading my pre-recorded series videos. But yeah, I haven't recorded a video in almost about 2 weeks now, almost. It's just been really hot, and sleeping not too good, and other stuff as well. But yeah, so I decided I would make a different type of video, something different. This is going to be more of like a tips and tricks video for the Mercenaries, and yeah, I thought it'd be something cool and interesting. I was asked to make a video from a friend of mine to help him get a tiny bit better at the Mercenaries, and I said sure, not a problem. But I figured instead of just doing like a small video, I figured I would actually do a longer video. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I figured I'd do a little bit of a longer video to really explain how and what I do and how I get these high scores and whatnot. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. I don't want it to come off like that, because there's some people who have better scores and stuff than me. Now, I don't know if that's on the PC and they're using trainers, or they're just they're better than me in general. Now, this is going to be more focused on Wesker and the castle level, but some of these things that you can do just in the regular game. So I'm just going to load up a file that I made up here, and it has all of Wesker's Mercenaries things, minus the ammo. He has grenades and stuff, but you can't buy grenades. So he has the handgun. He has the Killer 7, and he has the rifle, and he starts off with the first aid. So I see a lot of people when they're aiming and stuff in Resident Evil 4. I'm just going to come down here a little bit, and we'll pretend this tree is an enemy. Okay, just pretend. So we're coming, that tree's an enemy, and they'll turn like this, and they'll go like that, and boom, they'll shoot them. Now in the Mercenaries, if you want to cut down some time, instead of just stopping, turning the character and shooting like that, if you want to cut down on your time to make yourself a bit faster so you can get more kills in, to get your score up, and obviously get up your combo, like, or as it's called in Mercenaries, in a row. You want to use the camera. That's how I use my aiming, and that's like, I call it snapping the camera, because you can just go like that and like that. So you want to snap the camera. So again, we'll say this guy's an enemy, right? So we're going to come down here. He's right there. And boom, we're already aiming at him. Just like that. You take the camera, and then you just have to go like that. And if you press it multiple times, he'll turn really fast, as you can see. It really cuts down on, like, you stop, you turn, and boom. Compared to, like, speed right there, to you go like this, and you go like that. And it's just much faster. Resident Evil 5 took this and improvised and made it a bit better. In this one, if you aim up or down, he'll just aim straight. He won't actually aim up or down. In Resident Evil 5, if you aim up or down, the character you're playing, say if you're playing as Chris, or you're playing as Sheva or something, or if you have like the gold edition or the special edition, HD edition, and say you're playing as like Rebecca or Barry or whatever, right? And you aim up like that, like say someone's up on top of something and you aim up and you press the aim button, the camera will snap up and the character will snap aim up and snap aim down. Like I said, in this one it's only left and right, but it still does exactly what it does. It's very good at it. Now you don't have to snap it all the way. You don't need to crank it all the way. Like say for the guy, like just we'll say we'll move it over a little bit and say he's like just at the house, right? Like that. So you would turn it, you go at that just a little bit and aim. So you don't need to do it all the way. So it's all about like the timing and just the precision of the snapping and the aiming. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, especially like if you're like in a mercenary setting where you got to be quick, you got to be fast. There's guys coming all around you, and you're like, oh, guy here and guy over there, and say there's someone behind you, right? Like say you're going this way, right? You can go like that, yeah, but you can go like that. You can also do that. Or if there's guys on the sides of you, right? You can just be like, boom. Hold on. You can be like boom, and then just boom like that instead of like boom and then boom. It's, you know, snapping the camera is so much faster. It's less time consuming, and once you get the hang of it, you won't be walking, stopping and aiming at that guy and then, you know, aiming at that guy, aiming over here, you know, and it going over there. You'll be doing it so much faster, like boom, boom, and then it's like guy behind you, you know. It's so much faster. And it's not just limited to the rifle either. Like you can do it with the handgun as well. Like an example, say if there's like a box or something, right? And you're like, oh man, boom, boom. And with the Magnum, you can do this with any weapon. And even then, like, well, say you're shooting, right? While the gun's shooting, right? Like while it's firing, you don't have to wait to move. So like, that's how I'm getting a lot of these shots off as well. A big one is, I know people get very surprised, and people still say wow and stuff. Like what's a good example is the Garrador, the big armor guy. He'll come out of nowhere. I'll hit him once with that. He'll go, ugh, and then as he's turning around, and he won't even be fully turned around yet, and I'll fire another shot off almost just after, and then boom, he'll be dead. And it's just like, how the fuck did you do that? He didn't even die. You know, he didn't even turn around. When you fire the gun, so it's like, as you can see, he's moving as he's firing. So like, you don't have to be like boom, boom, boom. Say if there's like, you know, two guys in a row, boop, boop, boom, just like that. And you don't even have to do it fast. You can be like boom, boom, boom. You can just lightly just tap it. And as you can see, even if you lightly, just very lightly do it, he'll move it. The sensitivity for the aiming of this game is very sharp. It's good. Same with Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 kicks it up another notch, and it's even more sensitive. But that's pretty much it for the snapping. Let's get into an actual Mercenaries match, because there's some things that I have to show for the actual, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. The actual map. So, There's some things that will always be the same, and there's some things that will be kind of randomly different. Now, all the barrels, I don't know what are in those two because I never touched them. But the barrels are pretty much all the same. And there's only certain barrels that I really like to touch. So we'll go here, we'll dodge these guys here. So this barrel right here will always be magnum ammo, always. And I think this is a flash grenade. Yeah, so these two, first one will always be flash, second one will always be magnum. Let's just get these guys out of the way. Get out of here. Just get rid of these guys, get them out of the way. Make things so much easier. Okay, so we'll run past this guy. So when you come up these stairs, there's going to be a guy with an arrow gun just up on the ledge there. You want to take him out. And you see this barrel here. This has a fire grenade in it. We're going to take these guys out. All of them. There we go. So there's another guy. He stands right here. You can't see him right now. You want to come just about here to around this area. You don't want to go past the barrel. And then you want to snap the camera, go up, boom, take him out just like that. And then after you grab that, they tend to respawn. So you gotta be quick. But in an actual match, a good thing to do after you take those guys out and grab it, after you shoot this barrel here will always be magnum ammo. Get rid of that guy. You gotta be careful because the two arrow guys up on the top there, they will respawn. As you can see there, I just got hit. So after you grab the magnum ammo, this box here will always be a green herb. If you need a green herb, you can. But in a fast-paced time while you're doing this, I'm just doing this to show you guys, of course, just kind of doing this a little bit slower here, and I screwed up there. So you take those guys out, boom, boom, boom. A good thing to do is throw a grenade down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to emulate what I did. Boom. So we're going to go by like, take that guy. Boom, take out that guy, and then there's going to be guys here, of course. So you take them out, you grab the ammo, and then once you grab the magnum ammo, a good thing to do is grab your grenade, throw your grenade down here, because what's going to happen is the enemies are still going to load from here, and they're still going to come up that door. So when you throw the grenade, you'll get the extra kills and stuff for the ones that are just loading into the area. So it's pretty helpful. Now to demonstrate what I was talking about before, about the fast magnum, boom, boom, he's dead, just like that. As you can see, he didn't even turn all the way around. You very slightly turn it to move it to the left or the right. Sometimes you don't need to turn it. Sometimes he will move and turn just enough so you can just fire quickly off another one. But sometimes you need to move it slightly to the left or slightly to the right, and you can just go boom, boom, and then done. Just like you saw there. So we're going to take these guys out here. Sometimes that'll happen. Just do that. A spawn point is you want to come down here. You come down the stairs, more guys will load. As you can see, there's more guys there. There's always going to be a helmet guy there. So you want to take him out first and then throw the grenade. So a good thing that I like to do is, we'll just do this real quick. Boom. Take these guys out. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to come down like this, snap like that, take him out, and then switch to the grenade, go like that, throw up. As you can see, there's more guys loading already, and then you just do that. You can do that a couple times. Eventually they will stop spawning, in that area. It's not a permanent stop, but you know. So you want to come up here, and there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with shields. So you want to use either your Magnum or extra grenade if you have one, or your sniper rifle. You don't want to use the handgun. So just go with that, take that guy out, take that guy out, and that guy out. And then there's going to be 2 barrels exactly behind me. You want to turn around, and sometimes the arrow guys can hit you from here, I don't know how, but you want to do that. It's going to be a Magnum ammo and a regular grenade. And I don't know how they're hitting me. Okay, yeah, like you see, there's 2 guys there. I like to get them through the window before I even go up. Sometimes I can't see the other guy, so of course you have to come up here like that. As you can see, just snapping the camera. And now there's a trick to this box. You can hit this box like this, and most people will pick it up while standing in front of it. With this one, you can turn around, back up right up against it, and grab the time bonus while you're aiming and stuff. I don't know how these guys are still getting me. Oh, well, that's why. Take care of those guys, and nope. Now there's usually a group of guys that will come, as yeah, you can see here, you just one-shot them, they just line up and you can hit them. I like to take these guys out before I get to the second level. Same thing, just, oh, I guess I'm out of ammo. Sometimes they don't line up properly, it's a bit of a pain. Or that happens. But you're usually not in this area for very long anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, I usually only recommend the handgun for breaking boxes and stuff, or like hitting enemies in the head for like a melee attack if you absolutely have to. You don't need the silencer. I have no idea what it's for. It doesn't do anything at all. A good thing to do if you want to use your melee is line these guys up, just hit him, and you can usually get them all like that. I just usually stick to the rifle though, because unlike Resident Evil 5, doing melee attacks on people will not grant you like a 5-second bonus. And there's going to be a couple guys up here, as you can see. You just want to hit them with the rifle. Now there's going to be this other guy here. You want to try and get him as fast as you can, because he can blow up, and as you can see, take out those guys. And you want to open up this box here. You can time it, whereas the dynamite guy can blow up, and the blast will get that if you line it up properly and it gets close enough to it, so you don't have to waste ammo. This box is definitely worth opening, as this one has another Magnum ammo. The boxes at the very start of the game, if I remember correctly, one of them is handgun ammo, and I can't remember what the other one is. The Magnum ammo is not in the boxes where you start, so it's not really worth wasting the ammo. Now you come through here, there's going to be 2 shield guys. What I like to do is, if I have an extra one, I will throw a grenade. I'll open the door, and I'll throw and turn to the right a little bit, and I'll throw the grenade so it bounces off the wall and takes them out. Obviously I didn't do that this time, but I'll do an actual Mercenaries run after my explanation, so you can see what my explanations and stuff is like. It's all put together. This box here, another important one, Magnum, you want to do that. Enemies will not drop Magnum ammo, so you really need to get those boxes. It's very important. There's going to be a couple arrow guys here. Boom, boom. You don't, honestly, you don't even need to hit this box. You really don't. Or the explosive. Because you can just hit these guys just like that. That guy, the goat guy, he takes more ammo than a regular enemy. he will not die in one hit, so you want to try and get him in the head. This door here has two of the giant claw guys, the Gyarados. Now you have a 50-50 chance of opening this door and there being a group of enemies. Now when you open up the door, sometimes there's 2 to 3 shield guys and like 3 or 4 guys behind them, and they'll all try and rush you from the center of the room. I don't know what triggers that. I had that happen. Actually, it's very rare that I have that happen, but I can't talk, I apologize. I have had that happen a couple of times. I'm not too sure, like I said, what triggers that. But, let's see what we get here. Oh, and also you can, well, people who are playing Resident Evil 4, you guys know this already, but you can shoot those things, out of their hands, just get rid of them. Okay, so you open this up. So what's going to happen then, since they are not there, we're going to grab the time thing. Don't touch this box. When you walk in here, don't touch that box, because you want to kill the Gyarados guys first. That's a big mistake that a lot of people make, and I see that even online when I watch Mercenaries videos, a lot of people do that. You want to take out these Gyarados guys first, because the Gyarados guys are worth 1,000 points. And when you open the box, each enemy gives you, I think it's like an extra 1,000 or 500. I don't know what the percentage or the multiplier is. I don't know. But whatever the multiplier for a regular enemy is, like we'll say it's 1,000, right? So we'll say, I don't know, you get 2,000 per enemy. I really don't know what it is. Or like something, but the Gyarados regular points for killing them are the exact same as the bonus multiplier points that you would get for killing a regular enemy while using them at the special time bonus box thing. So yes, it adds to the number. Like you say, oh well, multiplayer like 1, 2, 3, and you kill those 2, 4, 5. But in reality, you'll only have the 1, 2, 3 points from the 3 enemies. The 4 and 5, yes, they're in the number there, but their points are not actually in there. So it's kind of calculated wrong in that sense. Not in a row thing, but the bonus points thing. So you want to kill the 2 Gyarados guys before touching that box. You want to go in there, activate the 2 Gyarados, and then after you kill them, then go for the box. That's what you want to do. That way you're getting the most out of your points and you're not losing anything. So I open him up. He's gonna run at me, and I'm gonna get hit. Probably gonna die here because oh no, I'm not. First aid spray, look at that. Okay. Get out of here. So he's gonna come at me. Fuck off, buddy. And he's dead. So now that both of the Gyarados are dead, now you wanna open your box and get your bonus time points. So it's an extra, so it's an extra 1,000. Like I said. So, like I said, if you were to open that up and kill the Gyarados, yes, it would add them to the 1,000 counter. It would say like 7, 8, but it would not actually give you the 1,000 points because they are already 1,000 points. It's just how that works. It's very strange. Another spawn point for enemies is you want to come down here, and they'll come around the corner here. They'll climb up the ladder, drop down, that kind of stuff. Another thing too that you want to remember is that arrow guy over here, he will respawn, so you want to take him out as well. That's not too bad of a score actually for my explanation. That's pretty much it. Now there's 1 or 2 more spawn points that I'll talk about. I'll just load them up really quickly here. So like I said, I don't know what's in these barrels. So it's a health. So a health and a handgun ammo. You don't really need those. I don't touch them, to be honest. When you come up here, 2 guys, you take them out. The one thing I should point out, though. Whoops. Get out of here. So like I said, you're gonna come down here really quick. Snap that. Take this guy out like that. Go like this. And pull your grenade out. And you want to throw that like that. Now there's a 50-50 chance that this guy is going to be a regular or he's going to do that. Now 9 times out of 10 he turns into one of those. So the second spawn spot is this right here. You come up here, and as soon as you hit this area they'll load in. So a good thing to do if you just want to keep farming enemies really fast, you come up these stairs here, take out guys, run down here again, take out this guy, and then you know, you just throw your grenade here. So that's pretty much it for explanation and stuff like that. For how to do better, and certain load points for enemies and enemies. So let's put it all together. I'm gonna stop talking and let's put it all together, and you'll see what I mean. So as you can see here, by following those steps and stuff, and just by practicing and getting a lot better, you can really achieve these really high scores and stuff. As you see, I didn't beat my high score, but that's okay. So yeah, if you follow those steps and whatnot, and just practice, it may seem really hard, or like, oh, I won't be able to do that. You know, don't think like that, because it takes lots of practice. I've been playing this game for a long time, so that's why I'm good at it. But the more you guys play it, and the more time you put into practicing, you'll definitely get there. Like I said, I've seen scores higher than me. There's one that I watched, and it was a GameCube run, and it was with no cheats or anything, and it was literally like 400,000. It was something absolutely crazy. And it's just some crazy stuff. So like I said, the more you guys practice and stuff, the better that you'll get. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned some stuff, and I hope that this will help you get better at the Mercenaries in Resident Evil 4. So if you enjoyed this, if you liked it, and it helped you at all, feel free to give it a like, a comment, whichever you like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.